On this episode, we talk about how to monetize your knowledge and selling on Etsy. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 77 of the AskEngine show. We are filming in our conference room because our office and recording studio is being taken for sales, which is fantastic. So we're very happy to move. We got two questions for you today. Gonna hit them quick and keep going.
Question 1 from Reddit. What's the best e-commerce method to monetize my knowledge? So this guy is comparing a few different ways of making money online by promoting quite some niche. He has a large amount of knowledge around nutrition, fitness, and psychology that he wants to blog about and talk about. So how do you monetize this and turn it into something that people will buy?
Great. So I want to preface this answer with I jump on and off the ship of selling information. I think that in some cases it's very good. I think in other cases it's people who can't hack it as someone who actually operates in the space, and so they sell the knowledge because they've reached a certain plateau. So with that being said, the best way to do this, honestly, is you need to subscribe to Russell Brunson. He is the CEO of ClickFunnels. I'm going to give you a few people to follow. So the Hermosies, their gym launch funnel. So they did 10 million last year teaching gym owners how to increase their revenues within their gym. So that's the fitness space. If you're looking for nutrition, you need to follow Emily Skye. She's the #1 influencer in Australia. She does about $15 to $20 million a year selling informational products around nutrition, as well as getting kickbacks from supplement companies, things of that nature. The best thing I can tell you to do here is you need to funnel hack, and that's a ClickFunnels thing. You need to study and understand what companies who are really successful in your space are doing and replicate that model. I really push towards, when it comes to education, copying what works, replicating what works, because you're going to reach a different subsection than someone else is based on your personality. What's going to sell it is how you treat the end consumer, what your personality is, because I can listen to Paige Hathaway and I can listen to Emily Skye talk about the exact same thing. I'm going to like Emily Skye better because of certain qualities that she has over Paige Hathaway. There's a ridiculous amount of breathing room in this space. So copy the technicals of it, figure out what they're doing, why they're doing it, get on their email lists, understand what's going through. Russ Ruffino is another guy to think about and follow here. He owns Clients on Demand. They do roughly $3 to $5 million a month. So follow all these people. I've just listed 5 or 6 examples. Go through their funnels, go through their marketing systems, replicate it, and then add your own unique voice and selling proposition to it.
And another question that you ask here is, should I focus on Shopify first and improve my e-commerce store, and then maybe blog later? And I say do both. Like, you need to pursue both of those, because your store can't stand without content. And if you're just doing content, then you're not making money. Mm-hmm. So you need to do both of those equally well. I mean, it's always good to choose one to do first, but really for a successful e-com store, you need to have high quality content and then a high performance store working in tandem. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't stand on one or the other. It's going to be an unstable platform. Yeah. Next question. At what point is it worth switching from Etsy to Shopify?
Perfect. So there's a few things to consider here. Number one, understand that Etsy is a marketplace. Etsy is not a domain that you own or control. So it's not an either or kind of conversation. It's how do you move customers from Etsy as a marketplace, as a traffic channel, to your own domain, to where you can own that relationship with the consumer. So as soon as you can is what I would recommend. If you've got built up cred on Etsy, don't just turn it off and move everybody to your store. Use it as an acquisition channel to then push to you owning, continuing to nurture the relationship with your customer. Yeah. When it comes to like payment gateways, when it comes to all of that, I mean, if you're checking out through Etsy, that's how they make money. They allow you to host and share your products with people basically for free, and they make money off of the success fee attached to it. So if that's what's hurting you, then definitely move to Shopify, but understand, or move, wherever you're going to move, but understand that you're going to have a lot less organic search on your website as opposed to a marketplace like Etsy, a marketplace like Amazon.
Yeah, and like John Max is saying, the question is not like it being worth switching. It's like, do you see the demand that this could stand on its own as its own store? Mm-hmm. If you have 2 things you're selling on Etsy and you're saying, when should I move to Shopify? The question probably is, when am I going to expand my product line, and are people going to expect to go to a domain name and purchase it there rather than searching for it on Etsy?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like if you're handcrafted, you've got low volume. Sometimes you just need to be okay with Etsy eating into a little bit of that cost, because you're not having to market your products. Like, you're going to own more margin selling on Etsy than you would own by yourself, because then you have to build a brand, you have to do all of these things, because you have to build the trust that Etsy has.
And if you're small enough to be considering jumping to a $19 a month paid plan on Shopify, considering payment transaction fees is probably not the thing you should be worrying about at this point.
Yeah. Not to mention, unless you're using Shopify payments, it's basically the same anyways. Shopify's payment fees are almost the same as Etsy, unless Etsy's changed recently. So, yeah, there you go. Question of the day. I want to learn more about Etsy and talk to y'all about Etsy. So, Etsy shoppers, Etsy sellers, why do you use Etsy? Why do you find that to be the marketplace that your demographic likes? Is it because it's a handmade, it's kind of a holistic feeling, more so than an Amazon that's more industrial, more robust? Would like to know your thoughts on Etsy as consumers and as providers of different products. Thank y'all for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow.